Yo, 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 what's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be taking in the Cali sticks and we're going to be grinding for Nebula in one single game. And guys, this is doable. I've done this before, and the best way to do this is probably go over on Citadel and utilize the oil trap as much as possible. So that's what we're going to be doing. Now, be on the lookout for a future video. There is a secret attachment for the HDR that a lot of people don't know about here in Zombies that basically makes it one shot at round 100. No kidding. So be watching out for a future video. I'm going to be recording a video for that gameplay. And with that said, guys, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new and you're enjoying the content. Let's get the map opened up. Let's get up in the levels and let's start grinding for Nebula.
You in there? He's either out cold at hearing Sam's voice or he's got a bad case of the DT. Not a single sign of the Dark Ether for 6 years.
Bad case of the DTs.
Shows up.
The bad case of the BGs. So, I have to say, guys, when it comes to grinding camos, I love doing it on Citadel. Out of all the maps so far, Citadel is my favorite. Now, Shattered Veil, I haven't played it that much yet. I still have to do the Easter egg. So, if we're not counting Shattered Veil, this is my favorite. And it's just, I don't know, I just know the map layout from front to back. And grinding camos is so easy on this map. But yeah, we're going to be using the Cali sticks here. Now guys, if you haven't used these yet, the swing speed is insane when you get melee macchiato. So we got to make sure we grab that. Alright, let's go get the rat over here. Yeah, guys, every time I play this map, I always make sure to do the Rat King Easter egg because it's pretty simple and you may get a free perk out of it or even a free Pack-a-Punch crystal. It's just random rewards, but definitely worth doing. So when you're working on your way to the unlock the Pack-a-Punch machine, go ahead and look at these rats to complete this Easter egg. So let's get this doppelgas taken care of so we can have the Pack-a-Punch ready. Alright. We need what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 more rats. Alright, we got this rat over here. Get the last rat. Shut up. Okay, we do need cow freeze. Think on the sniper? I don't know. Got C none. You asshole, move. Alright, now that we're on round 10, we're going to start getting the buckethead zombie spawning in, which drops the stamps. And always make sure to pick those up and give the stamps to at least 3 of the statues, and then put the 4th one in my pocket. That way these buckethead zombies will quit spawning. Because, you know, when you're grinding Afterlife camo and you're using the oil trap method, and if these buckethead zombies are still spawning in, they can be a nuisance, just like the parasites. So it's better just to go ahead and get them out of the way. So every time you see a stamp, pick it up and go give it to a night statue. And once you give 3 stamps away and pick up the 4th stamp, you will not get any more of those spawns. And also, guys, when you're in the early rounds, you want to activate the sound machine to get more zombies, so you can get a lot more of these critical kills in the earlier rounds. And for those new that's never done this before, everybody calls this the oil trap method. Make sure you bring in a Molotov. You just activate the trap, throw a Molotov, and if this is great for the melee weapons. As you can see, I'm holding the melee weapon and I'm getting critical kills for that weapon. So whatever weapon you have in your hand while you're doing this, the kills will count for critical kills for that weapon. Now, fortunately on melee weapon, it don't have to be critical kills, it just has to be kills. But yeah, this is also perfect for, you know, your regular shooting weapons. But whatever weapon you're working on, just make sure you have that in your hand. That's very important. So we got a Casimir here. We'll go ahead and take it. And what I usually do in these early rounds, until it gets a little bit too hectic, I'll come to the van over here, and the zombies usually climb up the front and the back. Now, if you got the actual Wonder Weapon swords, you can stay up here for a long time, because of course they do a lot more damage. And also, there's a few areas where you can actually just kind of hang out and use a melee weapon. So we got another stamp here. We're going to take it to Night Statue.
That's some nasty shit.
Seen deadlier weapons at a DD convention. It's good to know. Next, when you grab quick revive. Yeah, come over here, buddy. Did not want to nuke, but okay. We'll start using the oil trap. With upgraded swords, you can stay up here for quite a while. You can see how good this Cali stick is. That way we don't get any more buckethead zombies. Another trial machine down there. Let's go ahead and activate it. Yeah, like I said, you want to activate these SAM trial machines as often as possible in the early rounds, because it just helps you for when you get in the later rounds. You got to get 10 elites, and on this map here, sometimes it can take a while for them to spawn in. You'll go through rounds without getting any. So you want to go ahead and get all your, regular kills and get your Mystic Gold out of the way. And the earlier you do that, the better it's going to be. So every time you see the sound machine, go ahead and activate it and get those extra zombie kills. There we go. We're at close to 500.
Trial success criteria achieved. My expectations were low, and yet you have met them. Despite your obvious deficiencies, against all odds, organic life really is amazing. I
You
never
got legendary.
doubted your commitment.
Nice.
Other things, yes, but not your commitment.
Purple tool, we'll use that. Okay. Got a bug round. Go ahead and grab death shots. Might try the bar area. Yeah, let's try the bar area. Also need to grab a 2-plate. Now, I came down here to try to use this bar area, but my mistake is there were zombies behind me as I ran in here, and they will kill you from behind or swipe at you from behind. So you want to be up here when the round starts. That was my mistake, and as you can see, I lost Quicker Bob because of it. That's not a good idea. So yeah, if you're going to try that area, just do it. Make sure you're up there at the beginning of a round. But honestly, I would just stay on top of the van until you can't handle it anymore, and then you want to start the oil trap method. Okay.
Will evaluate specific skills, as well as several specified criteria.
Usual trap to kill zombies. Well, I did use the old trap, but it's not working. Maybe because I threw the monster. Whoa, shit. Well, this ain't good. How come it ended? The hell? Is it because of the Molotov? That is so weird. Alright, we're at 600. Probably should crank on the Rampage Inducer here soon. Alright. Next, we gotta get a double pack. Sounds like we got a abomination, maybe. This map is probably my favorite out of all of them.
Trial is so vanilla. Kill enemies in the zone. Kill them. Kill them to death.
Okay. Chill out there, Sam. Kill them. Kill them to death. She sounded pretty angry. Are we gonna get any purple zombies down here? Wait a second. Where's my zombies? Alright, so I'm not too sure what happened here, but these trial zombies, they didn't follow me out, so I had to come back in here and get the kills. But that's okay though,
Okay, this is
we'll get
stupid.
the kills sooner than later.
Y'all need to come out here, man.
But yeah, that's
Too
kind of
late
weird.
now.
I've never had them to just, I guess you got to get them to follow you out. But I never had that happen where they just stay in that area.
This is a default message. Do not take it personally.
Alright, trials ended, definitely not getting anything, so back to the oil trap method. Alright, 800. Okay, so now we're on round 36, and we are close to getting Mystic Gold. So we just got to keep on trucking, keep doing what we're doing. Yeah, guys, if you haven't yet, do me a huge solid, smash that like button. It really does help out the channel. We're slowly growing. We're up to, I think, 504 subscribers. I really do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. But yeah, let's get back down here. Activate the trap. Throw a Molotov. And let the good times roll. I'm an old head. Yeah, these parasites, man, are a headache. So when you're doing this and you have to switch to your weapon to shoot the parasite, just keep an eye on your mini-map. You'll see if an amalgam spawns. Now this is when you're working on, of course, your Opal and your Nebula. Opal, you gotta kill the Doppelgast, and then Nebula, you gotta kill the amalgams. So just keep an eye on your mini-map, and while you're shooting parasites, if you see one of the elites or the other boss zombies come up to the old trap, just switch back to your whatever melee weapon you're using. That way you get the kill counted for that weapon. But yeah, the parasites, man, they're a headache. Especially when you get in the high rounds. And you're going to see that here in a little bit later.
Alright, man. Alright, we're going to
Alright.
$19.80. 20 more. Alright, it's Purple Tiger.
Alright, now that we got Purple Tiger, which, you know, is pretty easy, we got to go for the special camos. And the first one, you got to kill 30 vermin. And which is pretty simple, especially the bug rounds. So let's hopefully get to a bug round pretty quickly. Yeah, 30 vermin.
So we gotta kill 30 vermin.
Alright, same thing here. I think we're getting a bug round here. Yeah. So with this bug round, we should be able to get at least half of them using the old trap method.
Alright, we can't switch
Again,
to a sniper.
if you need to, in these earlier rounds, before you get to like after, I don't know, round 60, use decoys. And when you're trying to get kills on certain enemies and these parasites come out, throw your decoy like underneath the trap. That way the parasites will fly into it. You don't have to worry about pulling out your other weapon. You want to keep these, whatever melee weapon you're working on, you want to keep it in your hands. That way you get the kills counted for.
Well, I think that's all the vermin.
But as you can see, we got 15 out of 30. Alright, so we're halfway done.
Yeah, we
So
definitely get it right here.
now we're on round 44, another vermin round or bug round. And in between the rounds from the last one until now, got most of the vermin. I think we just need a few more. This should do it right here.
Alright, there it is.
And there it is. So we got that taken care of. Now we got to get 300 eliminations with Kyle Freeze. Now, the oil trap, if you get kills with the oil trap and you're trying to use the oil trap method on this camo here, it will not work. It does not track that way. You actually have to get kills while using your melee weapon. So make sure you put the Kyle Freeze or whatever your melee weapon calls for. Make sure you put that on. And so what I'm doing is I'm using Ether Shroud with the Void Shift augment and the other augment that gives you 2 charges. That way you can throw your decoy, get some kills. Now, since I am in the higher rounds, what I usually do is the first half of the round, I'll go ahead and use the oil trap. And when I, get the round down a little bit, I'll go ahead and, you know, start working on those melee kills with Calvaries. But yeah, we throw a decoy, get the kills. Now the decoy don't last that long. Now I activate my Aether Shroud, and with the Voice Sheath Augment, it keeps your melee in your hand, and you're able to swing faster, and the more kills you get, the longer you stay active in the Aether Shroud. So, as you can see, we got the 300 with the Calvaries, and now it's time to go for Mystic Gold. Now, with Mystic Gold, you can usually get this done, since we're at round 50, I say 2 rounds with the Ult Trap. It will get you Mystic Gold. It don't take long at all.
Hopefully it's tracking. Yeah, it's tracking.
So yeah, I think we just got it. Or yeah, it took 2 Ult Traps. This was the second one. Throw a decoy in the trap so the parasites will fly in under it.
Eight out of 15.
We're almost there. Now I gotta pull out the sniper to take care of these so they don't down me. Switch back over to the melee weapon.
He's down parasites, man.
Man, these things, they just keep coming. So you got to be very careful when you get into higher rounds, because you will go down if you don't take care of these parasites.
Okay.
Alright, I think one more Ult Trap should get us there.
Go ahead, hit that.
Let's go ahead and hit that nuke,
Reset
end the
here.
round.
Okay.
I didn't see
Almost got
that. You
that,
guys
then we
can
can go
pause
for
to
Mystic Gold.
see how many kills we were at. We're pretty close.
Or no, this is for Mystic Code. I'm stupid.
Yeah, I'm trying to narrate over this after, you know, making the video. Unfortunately, you have to keep the audio recording going because you're limited to how many times you can start audio recording. So the first part of the video, I kind of broke it up. Now it's just a constant audio
Alright,
recording.
that Mystic
All right, I
Gold
think we just got it. Yeah, if I was to stop the audio recording now and try to start one, you know, here in the next clip or two,
here. Mystic Gold.
it won't let me. So we have to keep the audio recording going. So we got Mystic Gold. Now we're going for Opal. So we got to get these Doppelgas taken care of. Again, throw your decoy under the trap. That parasite didn't die. It's always good. Alright, gotta activate the ether, so I'm gonna go down. And I think like after round 60, I start using Casimirs. Because there'll come around where you'll have to use 2 Ult Traps to finish the round. 1 Ult Trap won't be enough. So like the best way to do it is when you get to the end of the round and your Ult Trap runs out, throw a Casimir. And then if you have to, throw a second one. Or you can just go to the other trap over here. And you'll see me do that when we get into higher rounds and we're working on Nebula. Yeah, unfortunately, I should have used the sound machine a lot more often than I did. Because the less you use it,
Alright, we
the
need
longer
6
it's going
more.
to take. All right.
6 more. Yeah,
Pretty
6
sure
more.
we got Opal, or we're close to it. Round 59. Yeah, there's really no need for the sound trial machine right now because we're working on the elites. And now that we're in higher rounds, we really don't need it at all. Though the decoys or the parasites go under the trap, still not good enough because there's so many. Man, I hate those things. Can't stand them. Alright, we should be close to Opal here. Drop the sniper, get ready to these guys. And there it is, Opal.
Alright, we got
Next
Opal.
up, Afterlife. Now, this can be a headache in the higher rounds because of the parasites, like I said. We still got our decoys. So, if you see a parasite, like after the first 10 seconds of starting the oil trap, and you see a parasite, go ahead and throw a decoy underneath it when you're working on Afterlife. Alright, see that parasite there? I'm going to go ahead and throw a decoy. That way he'll go ahead and fly over. I'm not taking damage. Now, you will take damage from the doppelgast exploding. But these zombies are coming so fast, you get that 20 consecutive pretty quickly.
Quick damage again.
Do another decoy there. It kills that parasite. I think it killed that one. But as you can see, we got it done pretty quickly. I think this will be it. There's just so many running into the trap before you take damage. Alright, activate the ether, and there it is, Afterlife.
Good.
Alright, now for the fun part.
Now we gotta
We're
get
at round
Nebula.
61. We got to get Nebula. I'm at round 92 now. That's how long it took me. I missed out on three or four of the amalgams because I had the sniper out shooting parasites when the amalgam got killed, so it didn't count for my melee weapon, which is unfortunate. So again, keep your eye on the mini-map. When you see that amalgam spawn, you want to make sure you have your melee weapon in your hand, or whatever weapon you're working on to get Nebula. Make sure it's in your hand before he hits that trap, because you will not get the kill counted for it. So what I was doing in between rounds, when you get in the high rounds like this, I was just going from trap to trap, throwing Casimirs, doing whatever I needed to do to get through the round, to get to the next one. Because, man, you'll go through 4 or 5, sometimes maybe even 6 rounds before an amalgam even spawn. And that's unfortunate. The easiest way, now guys, and I would recommend this, when you're working on your Nebula, do it on Liberty Falls in directed mode. That way you can respawn the same elite over and over and over and stay on the same round. It's a lot easier. But if you want to do it in one game, get all your camos in one game, this is the best method. Come over here in Citadel and utilize the oil trap.
Alright, we need to look for Casimir.
Alright, round 92.
Yeah, don't have any.
Also, guys, while I got you here, don't forget, check out the sponsor, W Energy. If you guys don't drink coffee, like me, I'm not much of a coffee drinker, make sure to check out W Energy. I'll have a link in the channel's description. You can use promo code TMAN865 for a discount. The stuff tastes amazing. You don't get the crashes or jitters that you do from other energy drinks. It's actually packed full of vitamins. There's no sugar, no artificial sweetener, none of the fake color dyes. Yeah, try it out. W. Link in the channel's description. TMAN865 is the promo code. If you have tried it out, let me know in the comment section if you liked it and what flavor you got. Alright. Where are you at, Amalgam? See, doppelgas. Here's an amalgam. Make sure I have my melee out. Go ahead and throw a Casimir to take care of the parasites. Alright, we got the amalgam. So we're going to run over here.
Alright, I need
Start
one
this
more.
trap real quick. So this is what I've been doing in the high rounds. And I just keep repeating the process. And at the end of the round, I save a zombie. Because I like to start out with the other trap. But at the end of the round, I'll save a zombie.
Need one more.
I'll make sure I'm stocked up on 2 Casimirs. Make sure I'm fully plated. And I got 3 in the reserve. I make sure I have plenty of Molotovs before I start another round.
I think we got it.
Alright, there it is. Nebula. We just got it. All right. What I like to do. Now I've heard if you exfil, you get the same amount of XP as you would if you let the last zombie in that round kill you. I haven't really tested it. That's what I've heard. But a lot of times, if I'm pretty close to an exfil round, I'll go ahead and exfil. So that's kind of what we're going to do. We want to end it on a good note. We got Nebula, so let's go for the exfil, guys. I'm going to go ahead and hop off here and let you watch the rest of the gameplay and the exfil and everything. Thank you so much for watching. Again, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, share, turn on notifications. Until next time, guys, stay blessed.
So we can exfil. Alright, should be the last few zombies. Alright, last zombie. Let's go ahead and get down here. Alright, we got Nebula in one game, now we just got exfil.
You have the option to make an exit if you've had enough of action. On my way, so this is the break.
Where's the last zombie?
What's the matter? Get a jacket?
Pick up complete.
There we go.
Hey,